The Minister for the Public Service, Labour and Gender Affairs, Honourable Dr. Virginia Albert Poyot, announced the ministry's work on a policy geared at eliminating sexual harassment in the public service. The sexual harassment policy is being developed in response to a barrage of complaints among the rank and file of the Royal Saint Lucia Police Force against a member of the force's leadership. Instead of creating a policy only for the protective services, the government embarked on a mission to establish a sexual harassment policy for the entire public service.
And the sexual harassment policy is one where we feel that there are a number of little complaints that come in from women, indicating that while they are seeking employment, or even in places where they are employed, they do not always feel comfortable working in the environment if they feel threatened by a male counterpart or a male supervisor or a male boss. And if we put a sexual harassment policy in place, everybody will be guided accordingly. So the women will know what the policy is, and the men will also know what the policy is. And those who violate the policy, they will know what the consequences are.
The policy will be aligned to the International Labour Organization ILO Convention No. 190 on the elimination of violence and harassment in the world of work, as the Department of Labour mobilizes to ratify the convention next year.
One of the things I want to say first is that the ILO does not sit and dream of something to write about and come up with a convention or a recommendation. These things are developed from the kind of reports they get from countries, the problems in workplaces, etc. So these conventions are meant to address workplace issues. And so, for example, you refer to C190, the issue of harassment and violence in the workplace. In Saint Lucia, from a trade union perspective, we are very concerned that there is a lot of that happening in the workplace. Not just sexual harassment, but in various ways. We have had complaints where workers, even mental health has been impacted because of the way that they've been treated, because of harassment in the workplace.
The Ministry of the Public Service, Labour and Gender Affairs, in light of not having met the April deadline set by the Prime Minister, assures that it is in an effort to maximize the participation of all stakeholders in the development of the policy.
In the meantime, in the absence of policy, I am pleading to the people out there, the men, the women, the children, the young persons, to begin to control their emotions. Show greater love for each other and not hatred, because we want everybody to partake in national development. We want everybody to enjoy the society that we live in, and we want everybody to feel grateful that their period of the time that they spend on this planet, it will be richly rewarded. They feel grateful that they were able to make a meaningful contribution to national development.
Despite the long history of sexual harassment occurring as far back as chattel slavery, the term sexual harassment never actually existed until 1975, when a group of researchers at Cornell University, Farley et al., created it in consultation with other women who had suffered that sort of harassment for years, hoping to create a legal name and definition for such violence. Likewise, it goes to show that Saint Lucians' best means of fully understanding sexual harassment and other forms of gender-based violence and sex discrimination would be to share and empathize with the experiences of co-workers, family, and the community at large. And for Choice News Now, I'm Cianna Dalsan.